Close your eyes and picture this. A ship designed for an interstellar journey, racing through the cold void of space. You've left the familiar warmth of Earth behind and embarked on a journey so vast that, even with today's technology, it seems like science fiction. But the impossible has become a reality. You are traveling to Proxima Centauri b, the closest exoplanet to our Sun, a world just over 4 light-years away, orbiting the dim red dwarf star Proxima Centauri. What would it truly be like to step foot on such an alien world, to experience a planet that exists beyond the edges of our solar system? It is a place that challenges everything we know about life, the universe, and the very nature of our existence. Imagine the scale of this journey. At the speed of our fastest spacecraft today, the trip would take over 70,000 years. That's longer than the entire history of humanity. It's a distance so vast that even if we send a probe from Earth today, it wouldn't arrive at Proxima Centauri b until long after we're gone. However, as humans have done throughout history, we dream big. And in the future, we might one day break through the limits of conventional propulsion to reduce travel time and make this far-flung world within reach. Proxima Centauri b is a world teetering on the edge of what we call the habitable zone, the Goldilocks zone, where conditions are just right for liquid water to exist. Water, in all its forms, is a fundamental building block for life. This is why Proxima Centauri b has captured the imagination of scientists and dreamers alike. But don't be mistaken, this is no Earth-like paradise. This planet is a world of extremes. The first thing you'd notice about Proxima Centauri b is the weak light of its star. Proxima Centauri isn't a bright, shining sun like ours. It's a red dwarf, small, cool, and faint. Instead of the warm golden glow we're used to, the light here would be an eerie red, casting long, unnatural shadows over the surface. The star appears much smaller in the sky, and its light would feel distant and alien, unlike the life-giving rays of our own Sunday. A constant reminder that you are far from home, in a place where survival is uncertain. But don't let the faint glow fool you. This planet is locked in a tight embrace with its star. Proxima Centauri b is tidally locked, meaning one side of the planet always faces the star, while the other side is left in perpetual darkness. For explorers like you, this means that you would be standing on the eternal day side, under a red-tinged sky where the sun never sets, but never rises either. It's a constant, unwavering light, the kind of light that burns into your mind, never allowing the illusion of night to take over. With its locked position, Proxima Centauri b experiences extremes like no other world we know. The day side, forever in the sun's grasp, is exposed to intense, unrelenting heat. Temperatures can soar to over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius in some places, and the planet's lack of atmosphere means there is nothing to diffuse that heat. Without clouds or weather systems, the surface is scorched by the full fury of its star's radiation. In fact, the radiation from Proxima Centauri's flares would be more intense than anything we experience from the Sun, making the surface hazardous to human explorers. While this relentless radiation would make life impossible for any organisms without protection, it also means that any humans who ventured to this world would need more than just spacesuits. You would need a fully equipped habitat with sophisticated shielding against radiation. A space station-like environment capable of producing its own oxygen, food, and water. The technology required to even think about staying on Proxima Centauri b would be beyond our current reach. But one day, perhaps, future generations might build such stations, to explore, to study, or maybe to eventually settle. And yet, for all of the dangers that come with it, there is something profoundly fascinating about Proxima Centauri b. The planet might be hostile, but it is also a world of mystery and opportunity. Because this planet is in the habitable zone, scientists believe that there could be liquid water in certain places, possibly on the borders between the scorching daylight side and the frozen night side. This region, where day and night collide, could harbor conditions that are just right for liquid water to pool or flow. And where there's liquid water, there might be life, even if it's microbial. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, the narrow band between day and night where the most interesting things might happen. In this region, temperatures could be just right, not too hot and not too cold, allowing for liquid water to exist. This is where scientists suspect that life, in some form, could potentially thrive. Picture an environment where tiny organisms could find shelter, where small lakes or rivers might run across the barren landscape, tucked in the shadow of jagged cliffs. Could life, even simple microbial life, survive here? The idea is tantalizing. Proxima Centauri b is so far removed from the warmth of our sun, yet it still sits at a comfortable distance from its own star, at least in this twilight zone. This means it could have the right conditions: liquid water, stable temperatures, and the potential for a protective shield against the harsh radiation to foster life as we know it, or in some form we've never imagined. But there's still a long road ahead. The Twilight Zone may hold hope for life, but we don't know if life has ever existed there. The planet's thin atmosphere, barely enough to shield from the radiation or trap heat, is a major challenge. Without a thick, protective air layer, there's no guarantee that even simple organisms could survive. In fact, the radiation from Proxima Centauri might strip away the atmosphere entirely, erasing any chances for life to take hold. To make matters worse, Proxima Centauri's star is highly volatile. The flare-ups it experiences can unleash massive bursts of energy, sending radiation showers toward the planet. If these flares are strong enough, they could wipe out any atmosphere, rendering Proxima Centauri be even more inhospitable. For now, the idea of setting up a permanent human presence on the planet seems like an impossible dream. However, despite the hazards, the idea of exploring this alien world is undeniable. The Twilight Zone might offer the only chance for life, or at least some form of life, to survive. And who knows what might be discovered in the future? Will we find signs of ancient microbial life, frozen in the planet's deep valleys, untouched by the relentless flares of its star? Will we discover new life forms entirely adapted to these harsh, unforgiving conditions? One day, humanity may overcome the challenges of space travel, advanced technology might shield us from radiation, and we might walk along the twilight edge of Proxima Centauri b. Until then, we can only dream and continue to study this distant world from afar. Proxima Centauri b might be harsh, alien, and deadly, but it's also a place of endless possibilities. Perhaps one day, we'll call it home, or at the very least, we'll take our first steps into the stars. The journey to Proxima Centauri b is far from over. As we continue to explore exoplanets and learn more about the vast universe beyond our solar system, Proxima Centauri b will remain a beacon of possibility, a place that invites us to reach beyond the known and venture into the unknown.